Nice vibing music. Let's turn it down a little bit. Good to see everybody. And let's go. All right. So, what's up? What's up? What's up? Glad to see everybody. As always, this is not financial advice. It's just some dude on the internet making a fool of himself. Don't pay attention to me. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an idiot. Find some other idiot to pay attention to. So, let's get on into it, everybody. How you living out there, America? Please go hit like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share this. Also hit the like button twice. Might as well, right? What's it gonna hurt? What's the worst that could happen? You hit like twice. So what, right? Who cares? Won't hurt anything. Make us all feel a little better too. You know what I'm saying? Good. All right. So we got some interesting stuff to get into tonight. Let's see who's in here first. We have a whopping 6 people in here right now. That's all right with me. I don't care. I don't really care who watches and who doesn't. That's not what this is about. It's about making money. Okay. So who we got in here first is Mullet, Frank, Danny Carney, the Node Master, bro. Ali. What's up, Ali? He's smiling like a mother right now, I bet. Scott Sampson. I bet he's got his tequila out. What's up, Scott? Miss Beverly. Kelvin. China Matt. When Mullet. Keith needs to say that at the end of the stream. What's he saying? We'll see right here in a second. Is Thurman not here? That's why we haven't started. No, man, it's stupid, bro. The Steak Master. What's up, Randall? Excuse me, hiccups. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Jude? Good to see you, bro. Joe D. What's up, my friend? Oscar DOG. What's up, my friend? Mr. Dominguez. Back for the first time. Sup? Darth Aker said, I read Palacio Pacification. Bro. Evening fam, Nick. Sorry I had to mute you. You was being really loud and I couldn't concentrate like a son bitch. I was trying to do some stuff on Putty before this and I was like, damn, I was hardcore concentrating. My fault. All right. What did Mullet say? He said, active attentive listening and relative reaction responses bring prodigious passive profits and palatial pacification. Y'all don't think I could read that, did you? Ha! That was pretty dope though, Mullet. I can't say that at the end of the stream. I'll say it now, but definitely not later. What's up, Ken? All right. So wanted to do a little bit more passive stuff right before we start off in the stream here. So we can see the bigger picture. So what's really interesting is a bullish CEO. What's up, my guy? All right. 2 weeks ago, we talked about nodes and whatnot. And we have a nodes group where we specifically talk about nodes and the charts that go with the nodes and this, that, and the other. So we stumbled upon Presearch. And Presearch was basically one of these things where we said, you know what? It's really not worth that much money. We probably shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't pay hardly anything. But once we talked about it, we're like, well, how much does it cost to set a Presearch node up? Right? Okay, well, it cost about, at the time, about $30. Well, what's $30 in the grand scheme of things? Why not, right? Why not? So went ahead and I bought 4 of them. And the reason I bought 4 of these nodes was because I have 4 Storex nodes and I had 4 VPS services already running. Now, not only did I have those VPSs, I had to buy the bigger ones. Why? Because I had to buy bigger than I wanted on account of Contabo ran out of the ones that would work, the regular ones that would work. So I had to step it up and buy the fancier ones. All right. And the fancier ones had even more storage. So I was able to use the VPSs that I had and add these Presearch nodes that I made onto my Storex VPSs. So on the same VPS, I have 1 Presearch node and 1 Storex node. What is Presearch? Presearch is basically like Google, only not. It's kind of a different type of Google. We'll pull it up for you right here. This is my dashboard. We'll just do Presearch. How about that? Here's Presearch. It's just like Google, right? It has stuff at the bottom for you. It's got CoinGecko already on here, DuckDuckGo, YouTube, CoinMarketCap. It's like a crypto version of Google. Pretty neat, right? It's got some different merits to it. I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. Not to mention, it also has your wallet and stuff, right? Your account, your stuff. You're on here ready to rock. It's pretty neat. So if you go to dashboard, Presearch.org dashboard, it takes you to your dashboard and tells you, what you've got, what you've earned, blah, blah, blah. Here's my 4 nodes running at the moment. I have 1,000 staked on them a piece. It actually turned out to be not so beneficial to have more than that. In the setup video, you see me do 4,000 and 4,000. Well, it just turned out not to be very beneficial. Didn't really matter. So I've pretty much left it on 1,000 cents. And as you see, my searches have gone up. I'm making roughly 65 to 73 pre-search per node since August 13th. Pretty decent. So we'll count this up at the end of the month and see what we made for the month. We'll divide it by 4. That'll tell us what we made per node. You can also go to stats here, and it'll actually show you what you made in a day, what you made in a month. You know, so far I've earned 0.81 pre today. You know, it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. Average uptime 99% of the time. Pretty neat. It tells you 23 hours, 55 minutes is how much it ran, which was great. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I like it. 108 searches pinged off of my node. So 108 times somebody searched for something, and my node pinged it and ran it for them. I have 0.24 pre in here, and the reason I only have 0.24 is because I actually pulled mine out of I pulled mine out of here and moved it to my MetaMask. Why did I do that? Well, because it went up so much. See, it hasn't popped up there yet. It told me it was going to take a while because the gas fees were so high, which is fine. So basically, I put so much in there and I didn't need it, and the chart went up so far, so fast, that I thought, gosh, I should go ahead and get this stuff off of here rather than keeping it on there and take a chance on this stuff going the other direction on me. So I went ahead and pulled it and got it out. Now, as far as the chart goes, holy crap, this thing took off and left for the North Pole, didn't it? You had this same setup where it bounced around, you know, under the 200. It was over the 50, over the 100, over the 8, kind of bounced around a little bit, slapped the 200 and faded, and then it popped. All right, so we saw this same setup everywhere. You know, XEM has this same setup. Algorand, CRV, all of them had this exact same look where it bounced around right here, and then it took. All right, well, this one went really far, really fast, obviously. And basically what people are saying the reason this happened was because Google said that they were going to allow Europe to use Presearch. It was like a news announcement. The thing is, we had already talked about this and already told you to get in these nodes and be ready 2 weeks ago on the 13th, way back here when it was a buy, back when the chart was a buy. We said buy. Man, that's crazy, bro. I don't understand. How did you guys know to buy? Oh, because we read the chart. So I have 4 nodes, and I started them down here at 0.028, and it just doesn't on here for some reason. Right there is where I started my 4 nodes. And as you see, we're all the way up here now. So I started at 2 and almost 3 cents. Right now it's 25 cents. All right, the ROI down here was something like 3 years or some bullshit. And up here it was roughly 12 months or 24 months. Up here was roughly 12 months. And we're getting on up there to ROI rolling over a couple times already. So I've already took mine out. I've already prepared for sales to hit, and I'm going to take this money and run. Obviously on the top end here, we see targets all the way up at, $6.50, almost $7, $2.50 and $1.15. We're threatening all-time high here now. And as you see, this thing is one big inverse head and shoulders. We switch to the weekly, you can see it a little better. It's just one big inverse head and shoulders. All right. Shoulder, head. You can call that the shoulder if you wanted, or you can call that the shoulder, whichever. But as you see, it's clearly broken. And this big solid green dildo right here says, hey, we're good to go. Either way, Presearch was a really good investment now that we've seen that we've actually got in. It seemed like a not so great one at first. Now, there's some other ones that I don't endorse. Right? Okay, here's one. Essentia. It's pretty much a similar setup as Presearch. It's fairly inexpensive. It doesn't make that much, and the exchange is all full. They're their app, and their AI on their app is terrible. It doesn't work right. It's hella frustrating. It's hella frustrating. So I've got one of these nodes running, but I don't recommend anybody buy it. It sucks. So it'd be interesting to see, does this thing play out the same way that Presearch played out, where you had the chart take off? I don't think that's going to happen, but hey, there's a possibility. By the way, I got frozen margaritas again. Oh my God, that's good. Ooh, it's Mai Tais. I went with Mai Tai this time. I bought all different flavors. I had to. All right, so I'm a little torn on some of these. I'm thinking of a pack node, a pack coin. But right before the stream, I started setting up a Flux node. The reason I decided to set up a Flux node rather than set up a Presearch node, rather than set up a pack node, is because I could set up 2 nodes for the price of 1 pack node and make double than what the pack node would make. So I haven't finished setting it up. And once I get that done, then I will flip that over and make a video on it. And because it's a little complicated, I'll flip it over and I'll have a video on it that goes through step by step by step. And we'll show you how it works. All right. But not until then. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually, but not yet. So let's move on to Strong, because what happened? This chart kept going up. And that's the wrong one. There's the right one. All right. So the Uniswap chart, which is the one I've been using, and the reason I've been using the Uniswap one is because the liquidity is better on Uniswap and I have better, clearer data. It's not so twitchy and fidgety. This is weekly. This is weekly. Okay, not daily. As you see on the weekly, I've got targets of near 800, 1250, and 2403. That means it could take weeks to get there, or it could go really rapidly. Obviously, this thing's going way faster than I thought it was going to go. Look at the MACD. That thing looks ridiculous. The RSI is all the way up at 85. It could go higher, but God, that's way up there already. Clearly, these targets are in line. They just announced another protocol today, Phantom. They're going to be making nodes for Phantom and Matic, and those are going to be released soon. So that's pretty exciting. If we look at the monthly, it's pretty much the same thing. Here's where it gets crazy is the daily. It just hasn't died yet. It just keeps going. Yesterday on the Uniswap pair, we topped out at roughly $600. Been coming a tough nut to crack, 600. Peaked out at 655 sometime today already, and now we're down to 585, which is pretty wild. It almost seems like this data is lagging a little bit, which it probably is. Let's do this. I'll tell you what. Let's do the non-Uniswap chart. See what it says. Roughly the same. It's about the same. So we'll go back to Uniswap. I just want to see real quick if the data was much different. The arbitrage, right? You'll see some crazy arbitrage, in particular on Strong, because from one exchange to the next, the price is crazy different. It's crazy different. So here's the problem. Everything is hella overbought. 87, the daily RSI. The MACD looks insane. It's going straight up like a freaking hard dick. The moving averages are all in line perfectly, which is great. It makes me think it could keep going, but it's already overshot its targets on the daily. That makes me move to the weekly chart. All right, if I look at the weekly chart, which is where I just was, even this target right here, this broken uptrend north with like a check mark, that's broken too. That's gone beyond where I thought it should have went. Now, since it's gone beyond where I thought it should have went on the weekly, we need to go to the monthly. And the monthly, well, it's one big check mark. Just the same, isn't it? However, it's not to its stopping points yet. Again, the stopping points are roughly 800, 1250, and 2400. Round numbers, right? Those round numbers tend to play out more often than not. So, where do I see this going? Well, it may take a while to get there, but I think 800. That sounds insane, doesn't it? That sounds insane. Yeah. well, welcome to the world of this shit's crazy and we're here riding the waves. So let's just see what happens, right? So I don't have any sales yet. Only thing I got is a potential couple red candles to look at, but that's it. I don't have any other and overbought indicators, but hell, they've been overbought. So it's price discovery one step at a time. Okay, until I see a sale, can't say anything. SRX, Storex nodes. Hardly any 4-hour data, hardly any daily data. So I'm on the 4-hour now. Let's pull this old fib off, and I want to show you the same price action that we've been seeing on other charts is happening again. You got this 50 coming to the 200, and you've broken the 200 way too rapidly on the 4-hour, and now it's going to have to go back and try to test these crosses here. Okay, you got to test here on this cross. You got a big 4-hour green hammer, and now it's kind of trying to work into a buy again on the 4-hour, which it is now on the 4-hour only, not the daily. I like this thing to go back up here and test the 200 again at roughly 230, especially when this 50 crosses the 200. Test this crossing somewhere up in here, right? I don't know that that's going to hang out and hold that. And in fact, I wouldn't buy this until this crossed this trend line right here, because as you see, this trend line is basically the price action line. Okay, it hasn't broken this yet. It's kind of hanging out, giving you little head fakes like it wants to do it, like a lot of little head fakes in here, but nothing happened yet. Okay, this tells me that the higher time frames are showing up now. Problem, I don't have enough data on those high time frames to be for sure. Okay, it's roughly about $225 now, Chi-Town. I don't like to be this way, but I don't see this doing a whole lot yet. I think 230 is where it's going to get stopped out. That sucks. Okay, life sucks. Got to deal with it. So those are our current 3 nodes running. I'm going to look at the pack nodes real quick. Pack coin. And here's what I was thinking out loud. All right, so you're hanging out in Sniper's Alley here, and you got a pretty decent looking weekly chart. So right now it's roughly less than a penny. I can see this going to 19 cents on the top. Okay, 20x is pretty great. Here is Flux. Okay. I tested all-time high and failed. This is probably going to do a break north here because everything else is doing a break north. And if it doesn't, hey, that's fine too. All right. So again, right now we are at 19 cents and I see damn near 90 cents up here. So roughly 5x or roughly 5x. The thing is, the rewards are better on this one. And I'm going to do 2 of them for the price of 1 pack node. So it doesn't have to go as far as fast and can make me roughly the same or more amount or more money. And that's my thinking here. Now, that's just this little short trend. If we do the entire chart, we get, right now we're at 20 cents. I got $1.19 up here. Okay, that's another multiplication factor. So now you're 6x instead of 5x. And I'm going to do it times 2. That's a pretty good return. And I don't want to fight that. That's pretty good. So it's a little bit more complicated, and I think the pack node may have been easier. And I'm still working on the flux node, like I said. We'll get there when we get there. So that's kind of the node talk for the time being, and the charts to go along with them. Let me answer some questions real quick. I'm sorry. All right. Good evening, Ken. Cheers, Scott. Nick says, no worries. This can't miss viewing. What's up, Scott? Nick is already partly retired. Bro, ain't that the fact? Isham, what's up, my guy? Crypto Boss Andrew says ACH, please. Alchemy. Not great, brother. You talking about Alchemy or ACH chain? Because ACH chain looks way better than Alchemy. But you're probably talking about Alchemy. It's not great. It's not great. I'm not gonna lie. If you're talking about Alchemy, that's no bueno. I have Gala, SRX, and Pre all on one. Nick said that's pretty dope. Pre is my default search engine. That's pretty dope. Yes, we know he sits the PR. Ken, everybody knows that. John Tejada, what's up, my friend? I bought $758 worth of Pre on August 16th. It's now worth $4,000. Smoking, bro. Let's see. Thanks to whoever posted the link for me. Was out and I missed it Tuesday Night Live. No problem, Brian. We always post them up. When we look at coins, how about ROFX and Z? Okay. The name says it all. Nodes, compounding on strong. Got to recoil at some point. What's up, Ashley Vandermeer? Miss Beverly, hey. Gonna be worth more than ETH eventually. Oh, God, here we go. Strong node rode that 1618 for a week. May return to the 8. Catches up. I fully agree. It's almost like someone was trying to teach you that strategy earlier, Mullet. Interesting. What's up, Pops? What's the ticker for pack nodes? PAC. Chronic Carl, what's up? Leadhead TLC, did I miss much? Yeah, just going over nodes and stuff. Cryptos 11, what's up, my friend? Hey, what's up, Alvin? Is it kind of late to enter Pre? Ooh, it's not late, but you're not early anymore. Which tier Flux? I'm just doing the lower one because it costs a lot. It's like $1,800 for the lowest tier, right? And then $4,500 for the mid tier, and way more for the upper tier. And I'm a poor, so I can't do all that. So I'm just doing what I can afford. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I can afford. And I'll try to finish it up before long. I'll try to do it after the stream. But everybody talks and stuff afterwards, so it's kind of confusing. I'll see what I can work out. All right. Yeah, I think you can only do one per VPS. I would agree. I think that's all you can do. Let's see. Go back to those coins he mentioned. RFOX, RFox. Red Fox Labs. Oh, that's going to be a no from me, my friend. Zero swap. A zero swap doesn't look bad. In fact, zero swap is going to come back to support here at roughly 37 cents. Can it hold that? If it can, then you got more upside. I'm going to say the upside's around 50 cents. Without looking. Oh, it's dead on at 49. Yeah, I like 49 cents there for that. It's got to hold support here first, which is very well made. Chart looks okay. Got room to run. Zero swap. What's up, Crypto Humper? Bro, I ain't seen you on here forever, my friend. Mr. Crypto Humper. Damn, it's been forever since he's been on. Where you been, dude? We do this twice a week. Where have you been, my friend? Crypto Humper was an OG from back in the day over at Mr. TetherUp stream. It's Mr. TetherUp now. Oh, to my knowledge, our pre-nodes are still on the test net. Yeah, it's beta, yep. Yes, that's the reason for low search results from what we know, correct. And it just got news dropped and they just started, kind of working on them and focusing on them. So we'll see if it gets better, right? We'll see if it gets better. ADAX. Man. Well, that thing's outperformed a ton of shit. Yeah, it's a little overdone. And I'm thinking the meat needs to be taken off the grill here on ADAX. But it's not a sale yet. Not a sale yet. Yeah, you can switch your search engine to the test net. Oh, you can switch your search engine to the test to increase searches for everyone. Correct. You can also stake to a term or a word, but I don't know that it helps yet. And because it's in beta, I'm not sure. Art, China Matt says. And when China Matt says, we listen. Man, if Art can get over the 200 here, that would be amazing. But man, I do not like that thing riding on the bottom of the 200 like that. It's just scribbling. Now the weekly, that's a different story. Boy. Okay, the weekly's got a tits coming. Let me see. You might have picked up on something there, China Matt. Right under the 52. This really needs to break $1.50 before I would be like, okay, here we go. which I bet you is over the 200, right? Yep. Break this 200. Break this 200 and get over here, and then we can talk some more. But I don't like it riding like that under the 200 and not breaking the 50 at the same time. That's a little worrisome for me. A little bit not bueno. Let's see. WNXM. Wrapped NXM. This is actually a good looking chart too. I like this. Look at all the moving averages all bunched up together out here. Good support. Kind of looks a lot like XRP, I think. We got to talk about XRP a little bit too. Maybe that's what we do Tuesday. But I think we need to talk about it before then. I like this one a lot, Matt, because this one's over the 50. All the support under here. All the moving averages bunched up. You're over the 50. You're making another move up. You're over the 8 and the 21. The MACD's turning up. The RSI has room. I like this one a lot. This is a winner right here. This one looks really good, Matt. All right. She said, yeah, I'm going to try staking some affiliate links to see how they work out. That's a good idea. I haven't tried that yet. We fooled around with it a little bit. And I did words like porn and stuff like that because I wanted to try to tag that word because everybody looks up porn on the internet, right? Well, I wanted to stake to the word porn. That way, every time someone searched, it would ping back to my node, right? Or any node that I had with that word on it. But I don't know that it worked. So, like Bitcoin was on there a lot already, and I was like, okay, maybe I can do XRP. And, I thought, like whichever the popular ones were. Ethereum already had a bunch of staked on it already. So, it was one of them things I just thought about. Maybe it would work. Damn, I got a bunch of them. It's actually damn Darth throwing a bunch of them up there. Churro wallet. This was a sale. Oh, all these are the ADA coins, aren't they? Yeah, these are all the ADA coins. ADA's network is going to have these coins. That's why he's posting them. You got an inverse head and shoulders forming here on Nervos, but it hasn't got over the 200 yet. It's got that same look, though, that Presearch did. That same look where it was right here boiling, and then Presearch wound up coming all the way up here, right? Some of them haven't. Some of them are just flirting around right here. Either way, we're seeing price action, and the price actions are starting to copy each other all around the place, and it's breaking loose of Bitcoin little by little by little. Cody. Same move on Cody, only it's over the 200. This one's better in my opinion. Yeah, we got sniped out. And everything's fading a little bit, so this one might jog sideways. This one may jog sideways and play around here for a little bit. But I like it to hold the 200 also. Labs group. Okay. This one's not bad at all. Big cup and handle here. Yeah, it may fade all the way back to 14 or 1.4 cents. Right? So 0.0147 or 0.145-ish before it finally catches back up here. Yeah, roughly 1.5 cents is where I think Labs is going next to the 21 moving average. Dent. 21 EMA, exponential moving average. Dent looks pretty good here. It looks like it wants to turn up and try some more. What you got? Oh yeah, I like Dent right here. Who brought that up? Chi-Town. This one looks good, brother. I like this one to go to 12. The same price, roughly 1.5 cents for Dent, between 0.16 and 0.12. On the top end, 10 cent, 11 cent maybe. And then from there, we got even more because, damn, this chart keeps going. This chart keeps going, my friend. Right here, down. All right, so I said 10 or 11. Yeah, that was all-time high. So let's get up here to 1.5 or 2 cents, right? Let's play that fiddle. And then once we get there, can break that. You break 5 cents, and holy shit, you're up to $6. That's crazy, crazy returns. Yes, 80,000 1%. I may have to buy some dent and put it up. May have to. Gotta be honest with you. That's some good returns right there, Chi-Town. I like it, brother. I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't hate ARC. I would just like it to be on the other side of the 200. When I see things play around with the 200 moving average like that and not get up over them, it just makes me stop and take pause. Like, okay, why haven't you got up over there yet? Because it's like a warning. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, by the way, you should probably be careful. I'm not over the 200 yet. Just a little bit more on that other side. And I'd be like, okay, I'm good. He says I'm an ADA simp. What am I most bullish on? Low cap alts. Almost any low cap alt. Legacy coins seem like they're going to go last. Sorry. And I mean legacy altcoins. I don't care about Bitcoin. I don't own any Bitcoin or Ethereum, so find something else to care about. But the ones I do care about are a lot of altcoins, because I have a lot of altcoins, and I think there's more use for the actual altcoins than there are the other two big ones, Walmart and Kmart. You get Walmart and Kmart out of the way, and you have a lot of other stores with product looking to get business, okay? Once you get those two out of the way, a lot of avenues open up. I just dropped all my Post-it notes. That was stupid. Oh, pick them back up. All right. Let's see. HTR, Jude says. Can we go over to Trading View yet? HTR. Hathor. Hathor. That's Hathor. That's the mountain, isn't it? From Game of Thrones. World's Strongest Man. Competitor. I think he lost, didn't he? All right, so I like the way this looks on Hathor on the weekly, because you've broken north, and these indicators have a ton of room to go. Yeah, this is going to at least $1.20. And from there, you know, we can make a move to $1.50 in that range, because there's not much resistance up to that. The weekly's already pointing that way. The daily's already broke north. Yeah, I mean, this one's not a very complicated look. You do have a tits move happening here, and you're going to have some more, okay? Because the 50 and the 100 are trying to get up here. So this thing may get up here and fail and dance around a little bit and wait on these moving averages to cross back into the correct positions. And once they clear up into the correct positions, gosh, you're open up to, you know, single digits. Like $3, $4, and $7. That's crazy. This is a good looking chart. Who picked this one out? Oh, Jude, man, good call right here. I like this one. It's a good look. Bullish CEO, 5 bones. My guy. Oh, that's good. Damn, that's good. VXV, Vector AI, low cap. Gotcha. Well, let's have a gander at it. What do you say, brother? Venus. All right, same setup as Presearch before Presearch did anything. It danced around right here under the 200 and pow, it took off, okay? A lot of other coins have already done this move. This one hasn't done it yet. It's going to go at least, that's right at 50% of the 200 moving average. So from 62 to $1.20, I'm 62 to $1, or a little bit less than $1. 50% is good. I think there's even more in it once it gets moving. It's just got to find its support, which it's trying to do now. And then once it finds that support, it's going to move up to the 200. That's what's going to happen. It's happened over and over and over again. We have the historical views from many, many other charts that have already done this. Some take longer than others. Okay. Let's see. SRM. You know what? I just noticed. Leave. I got it right here. Okay. Thank you. SRM. Serum. Ooh, that's a good look. Isham, I like it. It's already broken. You got a golden cross about to happen here. So maybe a little bit of a fade. But I like this golden cross. That's a good sign. And if we can hold after we fade a little bit right here, let's say it hits this set, because I can tell you it's about to hit 786 now. It's down a touch. Right about here. And we got the 786. Yeah, that's what it's hitting right now. All right, so it may hit the 886 at like, what's that, about $11. Fade a bit and dance around in here in this price zone. And wait for these crosses to happen, because that golden cross is going to slow down progress just a touch. But if we can hold that after we do that dance, that's great, because that's confirmation that we're going to continue our uptrend. Okay, that's an excellent thing if that does happen. I want to see it happen. I want to see it happen. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, what Frank just said, lots of things are finding price discoveries too. This is only the big. I'm telling you, me and Mullet were talking about this, and we were like, "What do you think?" And he was like, "Man, I'm kind of getting the feeling that maybe we should take some profits." And I was like, "You know what? I think you're right. Let's take some profits." So I took some. He took some. But I'm looking at him and going, "Man, I'm just looking at these charts, and I see a lot of charts that just look incomplete compared to some that have done things. And the ones that have done things doesn't really have a reason why they did what they did, but they sure enough did it." So I'm like, well, what are the coins that would have a reason to do something and haven't done anything yet? And we got to looking around. We found some more, and I was like, man, I just don't think this is over yet. And it kind of come to the same conclusion. It just doesn't look to be finished. I think this is an incomplete run yet. I think we got at least another good hard push up, and maybe even two. I don't think this is 2017. You're not going to get the same type of moves on legacy coins that you got in 2017. In my opinion, on the basis that it's a different market now. Now, let's be realistic for a minute. I'm not going to say that the SEC news has no effect on XRP. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Okay. I'm not going to say it has no effect. I think that's an inaccurate statement. But what I will say is it's already a buy. You see how this has broken this short-term trend line right here? And it's broken the 821, that's already a buy. You should already be in, okay? It didn't go back to $1 like I thought it would. It only made $1.05. Close. Not all the way though, right? Close enough for government work, right? I got within a nickel, whatever. It broke this short-term trend line right here. It's over the 821. The MACD is running out of low. The sale volume is extremely low here. It is kind of high, which means this thing could jog sideways, but it's a buy. The RSI has room. This thing can sprint towards $1.50. Sprint toward $1.50 and break 786. I've already drawn it out here, right? This thing plays pity pat and dances around a bit, and bam, it can go. Now, in my opinion, when the SEC does something like settles or the SEC loses, that's not a non-favorable thing for any coin. I don't care what the coin would be, whether it's XRP or whether it's fucking Ash Chain, it doesn't matter. When you get sued and you win, it's not bad news. Okay. And everybody's going to look at that and say, oh, okay. You're automatically going to assume if they do win, which most likely they're going to win, or they're going to settle out of court and it's just going to fade away. All the exchanges are going to open back up again. And they're going to allow you to have your coins. Flare drop is now coming, quote unquote, in September. We'll see about that shit. I've heard their lies long enough. So it's fitting that September make that happen with their drop coming. Could that move the chart? It's not that it couldn't move the chart. It's that you should already be in it because it's a buy, right? If it was a sale, I would say no, it's not going to, but the chart's already a buy, so you should probably already be in it. How much could it affect the chart? In my opinion, we already seen the targets for it. We already have it marked out. We already have it drawn out where we think it's going to go. The argument of how much does the chart move based on the news is a little bit inconsequential to me. And the reason I say that is if we have our targets marked out and we think it's going to go somewhere, well, we were already planning that to begin with, right? I mean, 1414 is $3.47, which is almost exactly what the all-time high is. If that price action creates this move and then jumps to that, that would make sense, wouldn't it? We already have it charted out. We already have it ready. So do I think it's a security? Yeah, I think it's a security. Why do I say that? Because they did an initial coin offering with the hopes of making money. Is there utility in the coin? Yes. Does that make it not a security? No, it doesn't make it not a security. If it was made for utility purposes and you happen to make some money on it, then it would be a non-security like EOS. But because it's not set anything up or down, yes or no, you're left in flux. So, the good news is even if it was a security, that would be fine. Because once it's a security, then that means it's a legal tender. And if it's a legal tender, then I can just simply get a broker and do it all I want. And if it's a legal tender and it's a security and it's got some clarity to it, well, that means the CME market can list it. And they're not going to not list one of the top 5 coins, okay? They get a chance to list the top 5 coin, they're going to do it. So they already proved that with Ethereum. Either way, I don't have any XRP. I've got other coins. I don't own it. I quit buying it, and I haven't looked back since. Every once in a while, I buy some to flip. You know what I mean? I'll buy it and flip it. I would like if it was released so that we could use it. That would be nice. It would be nice if we could take them and move them if we'd like. But we're stuck waiting. So ultimately, I think it's going to do its thing, and I think it's going to move where you want it to go. It's just going to take some time. And I don't see any 2017 moves happening. I think it's all going to be a more controlled, more mature move. And you don't have to understand that or agree with me. That's perfectly fine. I don't hate you for it. You don't have to hate me for it. We're just humans here. We don't have to be assholes to each other. Plan accordingly. How about that? All right, let's move on to some more. I want to pull up CRV. I know there's a lot of shit on this chart. Sorry. I'll tell you what I'll do is we'll do a different CRV chart. So you don't got to see all my lines on there. I write a lot of stuff on my charts because it makes sense to me. And I like to have a chart that I'm used to looking at. Some people don't like the way I do it because they say I have too much stuff on the chart and it bothers their eyes. That's perfectly fine too. Do your own thing as far as that. That's the beautiful thing of customization of TradingView is change the colors, change the line, change the fonts. That's on you. I just do this to make sure I remember what I did and what I didn't do, right? I keep this to remember my mistakes and my wins so I can get better and not continue to suck, all right? The object of this is to get better and make more money. The object is not to keep losing money and wonder why that happens, okay? Let's be smart here. Now, CRV's got this same look where it's hanging out under the 200. Again, looks just like ARK, where it's flirting and won't get over. That's not the end of the world. I would just like it to be on the other side of that. On the other side of that, I feel very, very bullish. Seeing this gives me 50-50 vibes, right? It keeps flirting up, down, up, down, up, down. And hasn't really made a decision yet on which way is it going, up or down. So we lie and wait. We lie and wait. I'm in this. I bought it way down here, so I'm going to stay in it. Yes, this was my buys, and I got kicked out. I left them up here so I could remember where I screwed up. Okay? That's how I do it. By the way, Corey's here. We can get started now. One Harmony. One Harmony continues to be a constant contender. It's got the same slow cup and handle move here. Can we get to the 16-cent mark again? I believe so. It's showing me right now it's not wanting to sell off. The buyers keep jumping in and keeping it up there. It's under the 618, but it's over the 50, and that's good. It's not, every time it tries to sell off, the buyers get right back in. You have some wicks on the top, and it's kind of stuck under that 618 line. As soon as this 618 line breaks, it's going to 16 cents. It has the room there on the indicators to get there. It got a little bit of a bearish divergence, but the MACD is okay. So we do have failing buy pressure, but it's at the bottom of a red candle. Can we catch a morning star right here, which is a red candle followed by a green doji over support? We very much could. It's forming now. Push that up there and get to that 786 up here at 16 cents. It is still a buy. It is not a sell. Well, VET. Old VET, one of my four horsemen. There we go. I wrote epic tits. Why did I write that? Because of all these crossings going on at one time. And hey, look at it. That's a lot of moving averages bundled up all together. And that's a good thing. That's what I like to see. And the reason I like to see that is because that's good support. If something were to fail and go wrong, you got all these lines under here to catch the price and hold it up and give you time to make a decision. Yes, no, up, down. What do? Okay. Well, now it's at support. I've got an idea. Maybe I wait. I don't know, man. I don't want to wait. Maybe I sell. Okay, I could sell some. And all of a sudden, you've got a better data point and you've got a better decision made and you think more clearly and less emotionally. I preach it all the time. No emotions. Get out of your own feelings. While I'm on that, today I got forwarded some awesome stuff that was shit talked to me, right? Just awesome stuff that was shit talked to me. I'm a moron. I'm annoying. The charts don't work. The charts don't work. TA doesn't work. You shouldn't listen to me because I'm stupid. I call myself Professor Keith. That's not what the fuck I call myself. Someone else called me Professor Keith, and it stuck. I didn't do that. I'm just me. I'm just Keith. I'm a bum. I'm a nobody. I know that. But someone else called me Professor Keith. So we ran with it because it's kind of catchy. You know what? If you're doing crypto after dark and you're teaching people to chart and you know something and you teach the world, then maybe you are a professor, right? No, I don't have any degrees. I'm from the school of hard knocks. Ain't no fucking degrees, bro. I'm from the street. Okay? I went from the trailer park to the hood, back to the trailer park, back to the hood. Come on, man. You don't know me. I'm not anybody important. But hey, every once in a while, in the words of J. Cole, somebody wants to test you. And somebody wants to think they know that shit or they about that shit. Well, listen very carefully. Every once in a while, you got to let everybody know you are that motherfucker. Okay? So when you take your money and you turn it into 8,000% more than you started with, without buying and holding, you take a small amount of money and turn it into a large amount of money, and you make enough that you can consider not going back to work and starting up something different for yourself, then you can come at me about how you're the smart one and I'm the moron for real. Okay? Until then, keep your fucking hands out of my pockets. Don't pocket watch. Keep your names to yourself. If you'd like to call me a harsh name, that's fine, but you're just looking like an idiot on the internet for calling names. I know y'all a bunch of young guys and you want to talk shit to me, and that's cool. But understand who you're talking shit to. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Okay? Pick the wrong dude to talk shit to. All right? Let's see what's up real quick over here in the comments. That's all I had to say about that. Yeah, AVAX looks good in my opinion. Flux is running. Yep, Mullet, I've already bought my Flux. I got it right before the stream started. What's up, Grant? Better late than never, bro. Hey, what's cryptocurrency shop, CCS? What's up, my guy? He says, Keith, I made it back. Been a while. Stop calling yourself Professor Keith. I know, right? He said, we went to school. We went to the school of what the fuck you thought. Keith is who we thought he is. That's right. We're on to Cleveland. We're on to Cleveland. We're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. Miss Beverly says, you are a professor. Who talks shit can sit to pee. Oh, that's Miss Beverly telling you to go sit down. Frank said, you don't know me. Don't get slapped, P. That's about well said right there. I used to play online games for money. And I was playing this one game. And this guy would talk crap to me all the time. Well, I didn't know he was like 13. Right? So then I found out he was 13. And he was talking all this shit to me. And I started telling him about how it was actually his dad. And that, me and his mom had an ongoing relationship for some time. And he actually had multiple brothers that his mother swallowed and all this other stuff. And that got him to shut up. Well, his brother came on there. He's 19 and he starts talking shit to me. And he goes on and on and on and on again. I mean, it started back then. And I thought, man, I can't do this with these young guys because they just don't know who they're talking to. So every once in a while, I would shoot at my address and say, hey, man, this is where I live. Google it. Okay? Come at me. Whenever you feel like it, come talk to me. We can talk like men. Of course, it never happens. But that's just the way it is, right? That's life. What did the five fingers say to the Canadian? Stupid, dude. Dave Chappelle. Oh, shit. Buoyancy. Got you, Mark Pastorella. Let's look at it. Let's have a gander, brother. This one's still boiling. And it's on the 8. Man, I don't have much data. Okay, so now on the daily, it's still not a sale. But the 4-hour is, okay? Man, I hate that because this is really, really tight. If you're going to sell this, play it tight to the chest, okay? Because this may move really quickly in either direction. It's under the 8 and the 21 and the 50. I don't like that. I like it to get over all of this. And that's only less than a penny difference, like 10% difference. So this kind of reminds me of SRX. It looks like it's going to fade to the 100. So I would be careful here. Let's see. All right, we didn't do the NRG nodes. I looked at those a little bit, but the reason I didn't do those NRG nodes was because the return wasn't as good, so I decided to go a different direction. But if you'd like cryptocurrency, CCS, hit me on Telegram, Carolina Keith _1, and we can get you added onto the nodes group. And the nodes group has some more information on it. We've went over NRG a little bit before. I just decided not to do it. That's all. I decided to try something and put my money somewhere else, basically. They said slap, yay. Stupid, dude. They said slap. What else? AVAX. Yeah, let's get AVAX. Because I think he was talking about AVAX. Yeah, man. 4-hour looks like it's trying to pop off. What about the daily? Oh, yes. Yeah, we looked at this one before, didn't we? It sold off a little. But gosh, it's in Sniper's Alley and it's hanging out. If this can stay up here, then you're looking at 99, 130, and 190. Man, that's a solid 400% up, isn't it? Well, almost 500%. 300%. Yeah. That's right. 300%. I'm an idiot. Man, that's pretty damn good returns, honestly. The volume has gotten way better on this coin as time has gone on too. It's gotten better and better. You had this really gnarly fall, but it rebounded quickly. It's sitting on support. Worst case Ontario here is $40. It's going to sit there at support. Even if it fails this, it's going to hold the support right here at 786. I like this chart a lot, honestly. You got a golden cross here, 50 through 200. That's got to settle out. And once that settles out, man, that's going to go. I like this chart. Good call. Ask. Ask what, Terry? Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord, Terry. Okay, permission coin. It's not the best data. It's already done a lot, but then it faded. Looks a little ruggy, doesn't it? Cruising sideways. It's in the wait a minute zone on the 4-hour. It was a buy, but it's under the moving averages. The daily is in the wait a minute zone. 12-hour is a buy. 2-hour is a buy. Okay, well, I mean, if you're in it, I would stay in it because it's still a buy at the moment. But be very careful because this thing might just cruise sideways for weeks. That quick of a move and then a fade like this thing could cruise sideways and just build pressure. You got the 50 curling down too. So this could slow down and just cruise sideways. I hate to see somebody sitting something that goes sideways for a really long time. Energy Web token. LCX. Got you, brother. Hang on. All right. Same thing. Bounced to 50 fib like a pro. Goodness. I like that. That's 4 hour. But man, that thing went up a long way and really sold off, didn't it? Failed Sniper's Alley. Pretty much dead on failed Sniper's Alley. Yeah, it did fail it, man. Headshot right there. Damn. But it held support. Now, it may jog a bit, but yeah, you got a chance at $15 again, $18. And if it can get through all that, 34, 42, and 60, man. It's all, I hardly got any resistance left. It just needs to get through this last bit. Weekly looks good. I like this one. Energy token. I like this one. Plus, it's breaking the 200 on the daily. Yep, I like it. LCX. Hope y'all know I don't just shield this stuff. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you I don't like the way the chart looks. I'll say straight up, now this one looks bad. Like, I'll say, nope, don't like that one. That looks like trash. Or I'll say, I'm not really sold. For instance, Ohm, not sold. Diminishing returns on a deflationary asset. That's just not something I'm interested. I can allocate my money better, I think, somewhere else. That's a good way of putting it. So this one's fading, not quite over the 50 yet on the weekly. The daily looks the same as ARC and CRV for that matter. Oops, sorry. And CRV that for that matter, where it's jogging sideways. The volume is really low. I'd be careful on this one too. Well, bust you if you hold on a second. Well, bust you if you pull a Rob. That's messed up, Mullet. Don't ever compare me to Rob. I've only sat down to pee a couple times, and that's because I was too hammered to stand up. Is Soul gonna keep breaking out? Let's look at Soul. Got about 2 minutes left, everybody. 1 minute now. Holy shit. Oh yeah, look at this. This is the prime. Thank you, Chi-Town. This is the prime example of the stuff I like to see. Triple bottom, broken trend, all the moving averages, and this thing went and went and went. My God, that's like the most beautiful chart, man. You cannot ask for anything to be more technical than that. Wow. This is going to stop eventually. It has to, right? Can't go on forever. But it's not a sale yet. It's not a sale. It's still over the 8. If you're playing the 8 EMA like you should be, man, this thing hasn't sold off yet, and this looks like strong, where it's just up and up and up and up. It could go down, but I don't see it yet. Looks pretty good from my angle. So let that be the last one. Thank you, Chi-Town. I appreciate it, brother. Everybody's badass. I thank y'all for showing up. We had a hell of a stream last time. Got a good one this time too. We're going to come back around on Tuesday, and we're going to look over everything again that we talked about tonight. And we're going to look at the high time frames again after a week of the new month. Okay? And we'll see what everything looks like. So from me, from the assassins on the right, if I had the money for a DAG node, I would get it high water. I just don't have the money for it. I like to diversify, and DAG node looks good. It's just expensive. Thank y'all. I appreciate everything. We'll be back Tuesday. Y'all are badass. I'll see you in the Telegram. See you on the next stream. Till then, we'll holler at y'all. Be good. Peace.